twice here in Aragon, and will the 69 of Bohosa get ahead of the number one for the whole shot, or will we see another rider come to the fore? We are racing in the European Talent Cup in Aragon, and the riders are away, and it is going to be Alvaro Lucas, I think, who gets the best start of the lot. Yes, it is, but Bohosa's got the inside line, and Cano has had a miserable start. He's down into fourth position. There's another rider who's after sneaking into sixth. Is it Neko Osorio? Has shot up to second from the second row. Brilliant start from Osorio. Carlos Cano, who has shuffled down the pecking order, but he's quickly back ahead of Bohosa, and he's running in third position. Thankfully, all the riders are away safely this time.
Yeah, what a wonderful start from Alvaro Lucas there. He really took advantage of the fact that our pole sitter kind of wasn't able to get away as well as he wanted. It now looks like he's dropped down to fourth. However, briefly, as Bohosa gets ahead of him, yeah, the two rivals in the championship, rivals on the Neko looks to get ahead there, trying to make a move on Alvaro Lucas, unable to do so, but this is very, very tight as we come down the reverse corkscrew.
Yeah, absolutely dream start for Neko Osorio. We asked if he could back up his qualifying performance. He absolutely can. That seems to be the message he's sending out, because he's about to go for the lead ahead of Alvaro Lucas. Will he get in front?
Look at Bohosa
there. Four abreast. It's going to be, well, Neko Osorio is going to be relegated to fourth position here, I think. Cano has run it wide, but Bohosa has taken the lead. They went four abreast there into turn 12, and it's Bohosa who has come out on top ahead of Lucas, with Cano. Lipa has just gone a little bit wide into turn 14.
Yeah, absolutely sensational there from Bohosa. We just saw a 2-in-1 overtake there to claim the lead, to claim P1. He's just ahead of Alvaro Lucas now, who also is using that slipstream to try and get as much speed as possible as we head into turn 16.
Yeah, Bohosa leading here, but Neko Osorio is having a little look up, running in P3, but Alvaro Lucas shuts the door in front of his face, and Osorio now has the wider line. Will he get the better drive going out onto the front straight? But Bohosa doing brilliantly to lead this race. Will he lead going into turn 1? It certainly doesn't look like it, because Neko Osorio, as has Lucas, Osorio has a moment. So Bohosa has dropped to third position, and Alvaro Lucas now in the penalty loop is at after turn 9. Will Ramadhipa peel out to try and serve it? But it's all chopping and changing in this battle here. Ramadhipa has moved into third position with Bohosa in second. Alvaro Lucas leading. Ramadhipa does come out.
Like he's going in, so it's tremendously unfair to say keep an eye on a rider in particular in an ETC race when it's chopping and changing like this. I mean,
yeah, Ramadhipa, let's see where that, he was riding in third, fourth position to that. I think he has slotted quite far back now.
Yeah, he's dropping down the
that is into 15th position. Well, that was a costly long lap penalty, and he didn't have the cleanest time around it, but he got through it, doesn't need to repeat it. Back out front, it's Bohosa who's going to lead over Carlo as he makes his move on Alvaro Lucas. Lucas being relegated into third position, and Neko Osorio still very much in the conversation, as are Alex Longarella and Travis Board, but Bohosa has now got a little bit of ground to run ahead of him, as Alvaro Lucas is looking to respond on Carlos Cano on this long front straight. But will he lead over the line as he come around the double left-hander, the long sweeping left-hander? It's Cano in second ahead of Alvaro Lucas, and Osorio in fourth position. We saw it all chop and change last time around. Leading over the line, it's going to be Bohosa, I think, but look, it is very close. Alvaro Lucas has got the inside line. Is he going to make it stick? He will for a second, but Carlos Cano takes the lead.
That's exactly the kind of thing that we were talking about earlier when we mentioned slipstream, when you come off that back straight. And just incidentally, we have seen confirmation there of double long lap penalties for Travis Borg and San Juan there, so they'll have to be aware of that as well.
Hasn't settled down into a rhythm, the rhythm being that there's chopping and changing, so that is going to bring riders further back into it. Like, I mean, you can see the wide shot here. How many riders is that, Connor, in this podium battle?
5, 6,
there's
7,
very
8,
little
9,
to
11,
separate them. Bohosa then takes the lead.
13, quick observation.
13, you say? Kiadra Ramadhipa at the back.
Was the last one, yeah, which I think is just maybe 0.3 of a second. Then Karpushin up into 6th.
There he is, the number 70. There he is. So he's very much in contention, but Cano now has a couple of bike lengths to Longarella and Bohosa. Longarella now is getting involved at the fight at the front. He is into second position. Bohosa trying to hang it on the outside, going around turn 3, but not working for him. So Neko Osorio is also still in this fight, but But it's Bujosa, its protagonists, I'd say, of the 2025 campaign are doing their business. They are being joined by a couple of other riders. I can echo Osorio, Matteo Marulanda. Who else is in there? The number 92 of Travis Borg. Doesn't seem he has served any of his penalties yet.
No, you would imagine that they would have quite a significant impact at this point on where he's running. That said, though, Ramadhipa, who had already gone through the long lap penalty loop, now running in 12th. He was briefly 11th after being dropped back in 15th. So there's still time, there's still room to advance through the field.
Antoine Nativi, as you saw there, the first rider. So brilliant stuff from the French rider. He is back in 13th, another rider who started at the back of the grid. Real disappointing, actually, because I think Nativi qualified on the second or third row before he was slapped with a penalty that saw him start further back. So a case of what could have been for the French rider.
There's a bit of a gap opening up between these leading 4 riders as well now. That will be exactly what Cano wants.
Well, let's see if this gap remains, because we're coming on to the back straight. So slipstream should play an effect, and every time will we see the same again? And we will indeed, because Alex Longarella goes up the inside of Bujosa, but he's not going to be close enough to Cano to disrupt the reigning champion. However, Bujosa now will line up a move into turn 1, you would have to imagine. Go, go, go. 4 laps to go. Here we go, 3 abreast. Longarella has seized the lead. Bujosa is making that move into turn 1, but Cano, it's going to favour Bujosa and Longarella.
Yeah, it does look like that. Cano doing everything to try and get back ahead. I mean, that gap that I mentioned is just non-existent now. There's a matter of centimetres between this leading 4, and they are doing battle like the best.
Yeah, so it's Bujosa and Longarella going toe-to-toe out front. Bujosa now seizes the lead off the championship leader, but you can just imagine this is all going to change. And let's have a little look at who's in 5th place. Conor Doherty. Why, it's Yaroslav Karpushin. Before he did it in the Jerez. He's doing it again from the back of the grid into podium contention. He crashed out in Jerez, one of the races, and I have to remind myself if he actually finished on the podium in the other one. But it is brilliant, brilliant stuff from the Kyrgyzstani rider.
Yeah, he's no stranger to the podium now, having done so earlier this season. His maiden European Talent Cup pole, and now he's hungry for more. He's looking to build on it, and he's showing such incredible pace here in Aragon. He's going to have his work cut out.
But Osorio is quite close as well. There's only a few tenths of a second, but there are a few bike lengths. Let's see how much of an advantage this lead group will have coming over the line once again.
Well, there goes Longarella.
Longarella has made his move for the lead, but will he lead over the line? This is all crucial information for these riders as well. Do they want to be in the leading position coming around this corner? Because Bujosa, a couple laps ago, led over the line when he led out of the final corner. But there was changing and chopping and changing. Longarella does indeed lead over the, and even perhaps turn 16. It might be enough for the victory here. Turn 1, though, as we have every single time so far, seen some changes. Bujosa makes that attack up the inside, but Longarella responds, and Bujosa's just out of the seat, not once but twice.
Yeah.
But Carlos Cano has pounced. And number 92, yeah, we noticed it that Travis Borg had a double long lap penalty, but we noticed he was also still in contention in this top 10 group, but he's been given a ride through penalty. He's ignored the long lap penalty. So maximum punishment for the Maltese rider.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wonder why he didn't go through that loop. He had a double long lap, if I'm not mistaken. Though, as we come down the corkscrew here, it is Cano. As we go into turn 10, Marc Marquez corner.
Yeah, Cano leading the way here. So Alvaro Lucas jumping up into 2nd position as Fernando Bujosa and Alex Longarella continue to apply the pressure. Yaroslav Karpushin's gotten himself into this lead group, but we haven't seen him make too many moves, but he's just made one there into turn 12 in front of the iconic Aragon wall, and he's moved up into 4th position at the expense of the champion ring here. Will he make a move coming down this back straight? You would have to imagine he will fancy it, because he's got Alvaro Lucas in. He's in the slipstream of Alvaro Lucas here. Will he get the opportunity to make a move up the inside coming through turn 16
very,
and
very
17?
close there.
So Cano and Bujosa go side by side. Bujosa has got Longarella.
Yeah,
Where's Alex Longarella come from? He has come from
He's
nowhere
come from
to lead
P5.
this race. Brilliant stuff from the championship leader, but Cano looking to respond immediately. So once again, Longarella leads over the line, but only after making a last-ditch move at turn 16. So that seems to be the key move for Longarella. Get in front at turn 16.
Yeah, that's going to prove
Bujosa's key
absolutely
move. Once again,
key.
Bujosa makes a move at turn 1, but he is not.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be incredibly intelligent here. It's an elaborate game of chess putting everything together here for these riders in the ETC with the slipstream and all of the different variables that they've got to keep in mind. It's going to be so difficult to call this one because any of these riders is capable of making the move at the right time, which is going to turn 16. Looks like it could prove absolutely vital.
Yeah, plenty of fireworks left in this one. We've been focused on the top 5 for some time now as we look at Travis Borg, who's got a ride-through penalty coming his way. At this stage, you would imagine he probably isn't going to take it, and we'll just have to deal with the consequences post-race. Bujosa then leading Cano over Longarella coming through turn 12. So once again, let's watch and see what the strategies are here. It's going to be Bujosa leading coming onto the back straight. Will Cano dive up the inside? Karpushin and Longarella going side by side just behind him in the battle for P3. Alvaro Lucas keeping his powder dry as well. But Longarella, and Longarella is now making that move we've seen him do on a number of occasions over the last couple of laps to look for the inside line at turn 16 as Cano does take the lead. Longarella's got that inside line. Bujosa's down into 3rd position. But it's Karpushin who fires it up the inside of 1, 2, 3 riders. Karpushin, brilliant. He's going to lead over the line coming on to the last lap, but they go side by side, or he might not lead over the line. He didn't get the drive out the corner, and that could prove crucial. Brilliant stuff. It's going to be Cano, Bujosa, Longarella into turn 1. Karpushin all of a sudden is back down into 5th position at the expense. But Alvaro Lucas moving into 4th at the Kyrgyzstani rider's expense. So it is, as you say, a high-speed chess match here. We've seen a number of strategies adopted at that last corner. Karpushin taking 3 riders over the line. The 2 times Longarella led over the line, he took the tight turn 16 line and managed to keep it and get the drive out. So that seems to be the move to go for here. But we've only got, what, about 10 corners remaining as we come through turn 7 into the reverse corkscrew. And it's 3 abreast. You can't do that at the reverse corkscrew, lads.
Oh, this is absolutely incredible racing from these riders there, demonstrating checkmate. It could be at any point here as we go into the final 2 sectors. We're approaching turn 12. Is anyone going to make a move here?
Yeah, you saw Emilio Alzamora and his team, the 72 Artbox team, nervously watching on as Carlos Cano looked for victory. He's riding in 3rd position. It's the championship leader, Alex Longarella, who has the advantage. Important turn 15 and back straight coming up. So it's Alex Longarella who is leading on the back straight. Bujosa in 2nd, Cano in 3rd, 46 Alvaro Lucas in 4th, with Karpushin just behind in 5th. Longarella holds the advantage, but for how long? Here we go, the all pivotal moment of the race. Cano
look at Cano, look at Cano. He's putting himself
the
into
inside line, and Cano is going to take the lead here, isn't he? Bujosa is in 2nd. Lucas has got the inside line for 3rd, but Bujosa fights back, gets to cut back, and Bujosa is going to lead out to the final corner, and it looks like he's going to lead over the line. Brilliant stuff from Fernando Bujosa. A race winner again. It's Cano in 2nd, and Karpushin pinches 3rd from Alvaro Lucas, I should say, and Alex Longarella, the championship leader, is in 5th. And now we can catch our breath,
Yeah,
Conor.
now breathe for a moment, because that was